Good evening, everyone, and thank you for your interest in your district and coming out and participating. I'll start with just a little bit about who I am with my family as an initial starting point. We have a blended family. My wife and I have been married for 10 years, and she's a flight attendant with Frontier Airlines. She is right now in Savannah, Georgia for a graduation of one of our closest friends' daughters, and so she's down there this evening. We have 3 children. We have a junior, it's going to be a junior next year. Well, we haven't got the grades yet, so I should never assume that, but she is a sophomore right now, finishing up her sophomore year at Hastings College out in the middle of Nebraska, and she loves it there. We love it there. It's a great place for her to be. We have 2 boys that are at Palmer High School. One is a junior, and then one that is a freshman. So that's my family. Now, I'm a Colorado guy, have been basically for my entire life, other than basically a 2-year time span where my family, when I was very young, lived in Montana for a little bit. But other than that, we've lived in Colorado. I basically grew up in Summit County, Colorado, and went to high school there, elementary, middle, and high school. The direction I headed when I left Summit County is I really thought that I wanted to be a lawyer. And I went to Colorado State University. And then after that first year, I still was pretty charged up about it, but I also had some little bit of, indecisiveness about it. Mainly because I was thinking, oh my gosh, do I really want to do these 3 years and then go get in and do additional? Just keep right on going. And I wasn't sure about that, and I went and worked at a youth camp. And when I went and worked at this youth camp, I knew that I would love being a coach. I knew that would be something that could be a part of me. But when I went and worked at this youth camp where it was a non-competitive environment, it turned me on to say, man, I want to just be with kids. That's what I want to do with my life. And so I changed my direction, got into education, went and part of my background from CSU was to become a history teacher, got hired in School District 11, and my first teaching job was at Wasson High School. And so I did 10 years of teaching in District 11 as a history teacher and as a coach of a variety of different sports, and then went and became an athletic director for 2 years at Mitchell, went back to Doherty High School for 1 year as an assistant principal, and then became the principal of Mitchell High School and was there for 5 years. After the time as a principal, I jumped into the central administrative type of role, and I was in charge of a unit that was a part of assessment, research, and technology support, so it kind of was this weird blend of different things. It was a great job, and probably one that I still could be still learning from, because there's so many things there that are important components of what we have to do on a day-to-day basis to support learning and support kids and support teachers. But I only was there for 1 year, and the reason that I was only there for 1 year is a posting came out, and it wasn't much different than the posting that yours is for Falcon. And when I looked at it, I said, wow, that has me written all over it. That's the type of district that I want to go towards. And when I went to Sheridan, in the middle of South Central Denver, it was a very small district. It said it wanted a passionate leader, it wanted somebody that was going to be in the community and work the community, and it wanted somebody to fix some of their challenges, because they had quite a few challenges. First month I showed up, Colorado Department of Education slapped on academic watch on that district. We weren't the first district to put on academic watch, but we were the first ever to be taken off. It took us 2 years to get the school turned around. We brought in people that had been exiting from the district, and academic performance increased. I came back to District 11, back into the Springs community, and have served here for the last 2 years as a deputy superintendent. The reason I came back really was that there was a challenge. That's one of the things that draws me to certain positions, and District 11 had some challenges. I wanted to be a part of trying to fix some of those challenges and work with people to try to move it forward. The second piece was that my boys were still living down here, and when I was in Denver, going back and forth 3 to 4 times during a given week to try to be a part of their activities, and now that they were getting into the high school and secondary, I knew that, boy, I was going to have even more evening activities. So that's another reason that made me go there. Looking at your district, I'm interested in it. I'm not trying to apply for a variety of other different jobs. I'm not that kind of person. I go for one job and I go for it. Go for the job that I think makes sense for me. Go for something that is challenging. I go for something that seeks to improve and get better, and that's what I sense from your community, and that's why I'm applying for your superintendent position.